Blighty Boxing with Frank Warren and Queensbury. Delighted to be joined by Callum Johnson, even though he's not fighting. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm back in the gym and I'm training and I'm getting ready for the next date. It's a shame I'm not in this one, because it'd have been exciting, but I had a few little niggles that wasn't going to be quite ready in time, and instead of kind of pushing it and forcing it and taking a little bit of a chance, I thought the best thing to do is just give it a few more weeks. So that's what we did.
You don't need to, do you? You're in a good position.
Exactly.
I know there's a light heavyweight theme to this show, hence why you're here, to sort of be added to the mix today, because obviously you're the sort of daddy of the group, really, aren't you?
Well, I believe so. I think
age-wise, I was talking about Callum.
I'm the granddad of the group, but yeah, I believe I'm the number one in the country. But until we've all fought, we're going to have to prove it, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. You've had that a lot through your career, though, hasn't it? You can be the number one in the country just by fighting once every few years, hasn't you?
Yeah, it's been like that, but it's been frustrating. It's been frustrating, but I do feel now, I feel settled. I feel happy here, and I feel like I'm going to get the activity now that I've been craving, for the last 5, 6, 7 years. So I think we're in for a good couple of years.
I did sort of make joking reference to your age there, but I suppose what you haven't got is miles on the clock, isn't it?
No, I've got no miles on the clock. I'm like that car, that just stays in the garage and comes out on sunny days.
And he gets cleaned on the Sundays.
Comes out on sunny days, looks good, and then goes back in for a little bit. But I've got no miles on the clock. I perform in the gym just like I've never performed. I'm getting all PBs in all my training. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm fitter than I've ever been. So I'm not worried about the age, and I think the age thing as well it's an old thing. It's just like people get stuck in that. He's old now. But if you
it counts more in the lower weights.
Yeah, maybe so. But I think over the years, I think we're evolving as human beings as well, and we're developing later and staying longer. Do you know what I mean? Because back in the day, you was a man at 18, 20. I didn't just started growing hairs by the time I was 18. Do you know what I mean? So I'm fresh. I'm fresh physically. I'm fresh in the mind. I'm fresh mentally, and I've never felt so good.
I was going to say you're probably 35 going on 25, but then when you were 25, you probably weren't the unit you are now, were you?
Nah, nothing like. You look at me at 25. Although I was a very strong kid at 25, but put me in the ring against me in the ring at 25, I would have obliterated myself, you know what I mean? So, but some people have done it at 35, haven't they? Some people are in the prime at 25, and everyone's different, you know what I mean? But, I know I've got a good few years left in me yet.
Your Queensbury second coming 2 or 3 months ago, whenever it was, was always the intention to go out there and have a shootout and just sort of, get a bit giddy? I bet Joe was having heart attacks.
Yeah, do you know what? It wasn't the intention, no. But 770 days out of the ring, right? Felt like again back here, like new TV network in BT, pressure to perform. In the change room, I was thinking, oh God, this has been a while since I've done this. And when I got in the ring and the bell went, I just kind of just went and had a fight, just was happy to let my hands go at someone. I took that shot in the first round.
Did your legs go a little bit with that shot?
A little bit, yeah. The bobber went.
If he'd have followed that up, could you have been in big bother?
I don't believe I would, because he tried to follow it up, but I was there, I was focused, and I put one back on him and I backed him up. I genuinely kind of didn't feel. I knew he'd hit me with a good shot, but I knew what was happening the whole time. I wasn't unaware of anything. So it was, people are saying, oh yeah, you took it well and things like that, but it's not ideal taking shots like that, let's be honest. But that's just something that, hopefully I won't do next time.
And then you bludgeoned him.
Yeah, like I say, it was exciting. I think
it was a great end to that evening, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think the TV, enjoyed it. I think the people watching enjoyed it. So I kind of did my job in what, I entertained everybody and got everybody excited. So, I was pleased about that. There's a few mistakes I made, obviously, but after 2 years of being out of the ring, you can kind of half got an excuse. Do you know what I mean?
I think a lot of people were looking forward to seeing you as well, weren't they? You noticed it on social media, how pleased people were for you when you made the switch, the fact you had the date. And I think it's because they kind of bought into you last time because you had that real momentum, didn't you, with the Shawnee Monahan fight, and I think people thought you're really making something over there. Okay, it was over in the States, but you were really doing something, and then it was just.
It was a weird one, really, because obviously I won the British title, great performance against Frank, and I put up a decent performance against Better BF, although I got beat. Went back out to America, put in a great performance against Shawnee Monahan, stole the show. Everyone was speaking about me, they wasn't speaking about Bivol. And then 2 years
just radio
later,
silence,
nothing happened. I got an injury after the Shawnee Monahan fight, which did keep me out 3 or 4 months, but then it just went bosh. The pandemic never helped things, obviously. But nah, it's a strange one.
Can mask a lot of sins though, this pandemic, can't it? It's there wasn't a lot happening beforehand either, was there?
Exactly. There's always a lot of talk of, I got offered the Bivol fight, do you want the Bivol fight? Yeah. It never happened. Do you want the Joe Smith fight? Yeah. It never happened. And, it happened quite a lot, that, for whatever reason. And, it just never seemed to happen for me.
I was saying to Lyndon earlier on, sort of about people with targets on their back. Everyone seems to want to fight Joe Smith, don't they?
Yeah, he's a champion, isn't he? He's a WBO champion.
Yeah, but you want to fight Bertobiev, nobody else does.
Yeah, listen, I'll jump in with him again next time out. I would. I'd love to have a go at him again. I might get beat again, but it's just one of them where
you just enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yeah, I know in my head that I am capable of pulling it off. Yeah, it's a massive task, and it's a task that I'd be up against it. But I'd like to have another go, just so I can put my own demons to rest. Because if he beat me again and did the same again, I can go, do you know what? I'm quite good enough for him. Do you know what I mean? And if I did it, I can say, I knew I could do it. It's one of them. But whoever, I just want to fight one of the world champions again, get another shot.
Joe Smith's good though, isn't he? I mean, I think his story's great, isn't it? But he's the one that everyone seems to fancy fighting, isn't he?
Let's be honest. I think he's the weakest of the world champions. Tough man, strong man, powerful man. It's a tough fight. It's a tough fight for anybody, but I think he's definitely probably the weakest of the champions. Bivol's beat him. I don't think he'd get on too well with Better BF, but. And everyone's looking at that one as a chance to get the winnable world title fight, innit? So, and although Frank also has a good relationship with the WBO as well, so that's one that can probably be made for one of Frank's fighters.
So we're here for Yard and Arthur in separate fights. What do you make of those two?
I think they're both great fighters. They're both good. They've both got good characters. Yard's a big character, big name. Arthur's very good jab. Great boxing. I was impressed with him in his last fight, his concentration. He concentrated all the way through the 12 rounds. He stuck to his game plan and he done well. It's exciting. It's exciting because it's nice to be in a part of a division now where there's 4, but not only there's 4, talking about Boatsy as well. You go down further, there's 6 or 7 good lightweights. It's a real good division, and to be a part of it and to be spoken about as one of the top boys, it's good as well. And it would be nice to get that world title over here so we could all just fight each other, you know what I mean? For a big meaningful fight with proper money on the line and that as well.
So what do we know? August, is it?
I hope so, but I don't really know. All I know, I'm back in the gym now training, and I'll be ready for August. Whether I get a date in August or September, but hopefully it'll be August.
Great stuff. Thank you very much, Callum.
Nice one, mate. Thank you.